I think I messed it up last time. Yeah, because I think last time it actually ended up on Twitch, even though I'd wanted it on YouTube. But no, I think it might be working. Just to mix things up, it's nice to do things right for a change. Let's see. See if anybody drops in. Now it's saying offline again. So if I'm bouncing the screen around. I'm not going to stay on YouTube, like I said over on Discord. But I was just seeing if I can pull some of you YouTube folks over to Twitch, as I would like to make Twitch my regular streaming platform. I think I was wanting to use YouTube for some things and Twitch for others, like I've said in the past. All right, Shannon. And especially so as a couple of days ago I was told that my channel was verified for monetization, and then today I got an email saying that they've now decided to decline the verification. So it just doesn't seem to make sense to stream on YouTube. But as I've got a couple of thousand subscribers here, and the Foxy Foxy Book Club has often been here, it just kind of made sense to try and have some of the streams here as well, rather than just taking everything over to Twitch and maybe isolating some of you. But if YouTube is being a little bit awkward, just to say the least, and Twitch isn't, like, fingers crossed, touch wood and all that, I've never had any problems with Twitch. So I don't know if you can hear that banging, by the way, but about 5 minutes before I decided to actually get this stream going, one of my neighbours somewhere downstairs decided it was good time to hang some paintings up. So if you can hear any bang bang bang, it's my lovely neighbours with some excellent timing. It's been quiet all day, but they obviously, my neighbours probably followed me on Discord, saw the notification, and thought, hey, I could be in the stream too. It's quite annoying. So yeah, I interrupted myself, but I've not had any problems with Twitch, so maybe it just makes sense to use this as a little way of notifying people that I am over on Twitch, and maybe some of you that are reluctant to come and join me on Twitch, if you see these notifications popping up and this little hello opening bit of the stream here on YouTube, you might be more willing to say, hey, let's go and give Twitch a go. So let me just put the link down in the chat there, just 1 second. Hopefully it doesn't mess with what I'm showing on screen. No, it seems to be okay. Gosh, the neighbours are really giving it some hammer. It's not a light job. There's been all sorts of stuff going on in my apartment recently, and when you're trying to create audiobooks, it's not the best when like, I think the apartment, either one down or two down, have been having a full apartment refit, like stripping the whole thing out by the looks of it. There's been a van outside a lot recently, and work people coming and going. So that's been a nice distraction. But it has been quiet all day. And you think, what, 5 o'clock at night, there's not going to be anything going on. But apparently there is. So yeah, I've just stuck my Twitch link there. Please do give me a follow over on Twitch. And let me just say hello to those of you that have joined the chat. So, Teresa was in first, stealing Shannon's glory. Hello to you, Teresa, and hello to Shannon, aka Nobody Home, and hello to Green Fairy. And I must say, thank you so much to Green Fairy for all your comments recently. It's been really, really, really nice to read them all. You've clearly been enjoying Dracula, despite you not feeling so well in things at the moment. So yeah, really nice to hear your experience with the book itself and with my reading, and thank you for all your praise and everything. So please do keep those comments coming, and I hope you're feeling a little bit better this week. So very nice to see you in the chat. And Beata is here as well. Nice to see you. Another long time follower and patron. Nice to see you. And Sarah Devine pops in. Yeah, it's a relatively recent addition. Is the webcam, Sarah? I've had Twitch for quite some time. I first streamed there approximately September, I think it was, of last year. I have done most of the streaming on YouTube, and my streaming has been very intermittent, with months off and then like busier periods depending what's going on in my life, or just how I'm feeling and things. But yeah, I added webcam only in the summer, and I think I've done maybe 7 or 8 streams with this webcam since then. I had a little burst midsummer, and then a couple more when I first moved into this apartment. Then a few weeks off, then one stream, and now it's been, I think, a couple of months actually since I last streamed. So I'm not surprised you weren't aware of that. But a lot of my streams I do leave up, so there must be 5 streams on my channel here, so you can watch them back, you can watch the reading, and I try to always leave timestamps for when the readings are. And Shannon in particular, aka Nobody Home, has been a massive help with timestamps and adding some, not only the readings, but also helping to add like little silly bits, like if I've been doing some voice impressions or just chatting about a particular topic or something. So yeah, look out for those. There is a playlist on my channel called the Red Fox Book Club live streams, so you can just go through the playlist, and then sometimes I incorporate readings into live readings into other playlists as well, if relevant. So I've been making a couple of changes to those, but there should be an Alice in Wonderland playlist, and one of these streams will be in the Tamaria Prince playlist as well. And I was also sharing my Twitch streams here as well at one point, but in my effort to get this channel verified, I actually deleted 3 or 4 Twitch streams that I'd uploaded to YouTube, because when they declined my channel for verification last month, they'd said that I was reusing content, which didn't really make sense to me. And the only thing that I could figure out, as they don't actually tell you exactly what they're not happy with, they don't say which videos are causing a problem, they just put like a generic title of declination or whatever you want to call it. And the only thing I could think of was those Twitch streams, because they've been recorded on a third-party website, as they would see it. So I deleted those, reapplied for verification. You have to wait for 30 days, and was accepted. So I thought, oh, right, yeah, that was it. Great. And then, like I said at the start of the stream, for those of you that were already here, I apologize, but yeah, they've now declined the verification with the same reason of reusing content. So I'm guessing this is something to do with that they class my audiobook videos as reusing content as they're not my books. But I'm not going to go into this whole thing now. But anyway, I had deleted those streams from YouTube. But if you would like to still listen to them, loads of my live streams are saved over on Twitch. So those ones that I deleted from YouTube, they're over on Twitch. Last year's streams, the original Foxy Book Club streams without the webcam, are over on Twitch. Um, and some ones from earlier this year and all sorts of things. So, there's readings of Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Tamaria Prince. There's a bit of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's some kind of behind the scenes, what I call In the Fox Den streams too. So yeah, and just a little heads up again for those of you that are joining now. I'm going to go over to Twitch this evening for the live reading. So if you've missed exactly why, I will just quickly summarize. It's basically that I just want to keep things as simple as possible with the streaming. So let's just have everything in one place over on Twitch. And as YouTube has now basically declined this channel for verification and monetization, it just makes sense to say, okay, well, thank you, YouTube. I will just take streaming over to Twitch because I've not had any problems. Like I said, touch wood, fingers crossed, all the rest of it. Foxy, good luck. Not any problems there, so let's just keep streaming on Twitch. But sorry to repeat myself for those of you that joined right at the beginning, but I might just start the stream on YouTube, say hello to you guys, use that as a notification, use that as a little warning and a little persuasion for those of you that only follow me on YouTube to come over and follow me on Twitch as well. So all my regular uploads, the Dracula, Narnia, when I get back going with Lord of the Rings, etc., 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 that will continue on YouTube. Unless I have any issues, you never know. But that is planned to continue on YouTube, and then the streaming, the Red Fox Book Club, will be on Twitch until further notice. So yeah, please do follow me on Twitch. Please do, of course, click the notification, and then hopefully Twitch seems to be YouTube is as well, a little bit inconsistent with the notifications, but make sure that you've got notifications on for the Twitch stream, and then you're in the loop. But just in case, I will try and at least start things here first. So just see who else has popped in. We see S Pesord. I'm honestly, oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. New subscriber on Twitch. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Zhao Yu Tai? I was literally just going to say, I'm absolutely awful with names that I'm not familiar with. My brain just cannot figure that stuff out, which is quite frustrating, actually. But, when I'm recording my audiobooks, when I come across unusual names, I try to always make sure that I look it up. Sometimes, if I'm in a really good flow, I just go with it, and sometimes when I've checked afterwards, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should have looked that one up. I've said it slightly wrong, but yeah, most of the time I try to do my research. Some things slip through the net, and some things are extremely hard, even in this modern internet age, to find out exactly how you do pronounce them. Particularly, like when I was in the beginning of Dracula, for example, some of these Central Eastern European tribes and regions and things like that. There's not that much reference to some of them, or there might be certain kind of like written phonetic pronunciations, but that's obviously not as nice as hearing someone pronouncing it. And then sometimes you hear conflicting pronunciations of things too. So yeah, I do my best, but honestly, if I pronounce your name wrong, forgive me, forgive me. But just know I'm happy that you're here. And hello to Carla, another long time follower and subscriber on Twitch as well. Nice to see you. And hello to Olivia, another friendly face. Not that any of your faces are unfriendly, of course, but of course, also some of you are very familiar to me. You've been following me for a very, very long time. And hello to Holly. Nice to see you as well. You've been with me some time as well. Sarah says, who do you get to do the songs, i.e., the Hobbit songs? If you're talking about Lord of the Rings, because I do sing in my old recording of The Hobbit as well. But if you're talking about the Lord of the Rings songs, which the Hobbits sing, or they sing a lot of them, I just do them all myself. Just humble bragging there. If you enjoy them, I know not everybody enjoys the songs, like whether it's me producing them, somebody else, or just in written format. Like I personally really enjoy them, even though they are a real challenge as well. But yeah, the songs are all me. I I sing them all, or at least read them in a melody, depending how you're looking at them. I try to never. I mean, I'm not a great singer, obviously, but I try to never really like sing the poems anyway, which I've talked about before. I want a reader to always be able to um, follow the words basically, because I always presume that you don't have the book in front of you, so I want my enunciation to be as clear as possible. So I like there to be a melody, I like there to be a bit of a character voice in there as well. It doesn't always work, it depends. But I mainly want it to be a melodic poem more than an actual song. But some are more sing-songy, and some are just they've just got more of a flow to the way that I read them or whatever. But all the tunes that I give them are my own creation. There's a couple that maybe been like a little bit influenced by something, like whether it's some old hymn that springs to mind, or I was researching English folk songs, for example, when I first introduced Tom Bombadil back in chapter 6 of The Lord of the Rings. So there was a melody that I'd heard that I used to kind of influence the melody that I added to. I think it was the Ring Ding a Dillo, the Merry Doll song. I think was it? No, was it that one? I can't remember, but maybe it was the second Tom Bombadil song actually. Yeah, I think it was. Um, but yeah, I mean, apart from like little influences here and there, and you never know what subliminal influences you've got like just floating around. I just use whatever really comes to mind, and I generally practice them quite a lot. Um, some just flow really well. Some I spend a couple of hours maybe messing around with and trying different things and stuff. Yeah, it just depends. I try not to spend too long on them because it's just a fraction of the entire chapter. But I feel like they're quite important as well. Like I'm always conscious not to do like a really bad job of one of the songs, because I feel like that could distract a listener from the production and spoil it. So I've always been conscious to try and do a good job with those. So yeah, I always appreciate it when people give me some feedback with the songs. I know a few of you actually do have some favorites, which is really really nice. Um, so yeah, I've never worked with anybody else with the songs. It's just me. Um, Teresa says, "I'm totally okay with the webcam launcher." I'm not gonna pretend I know what you're talking about, Teresa. Just referring to the fact that I started using a webcam. You'll have to help me out. Yeah, I was gonna go for Tamaria Prince today over on Twitch, so please do come and join me. And even if Tamaria Prince isn't one of those that you listen to a lot, I know there's a little bunch of you that are actually really big fans of Tamaria Prince. Um, but do come and follow me on Twitch. Come and say hello, and you'll be there following me for next time as well. So yeah, I'd really appreciate that. Oh, Teresa was answering the question for me, but hey, you got my point of view as well. So yeah, I do all the songs, I do all the voices. There's only ever been one other person involved in any of my recordings at all, and that's just been two very, 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 very brief instances, um, with the Hermione voice at the start of book three, Harry Potter book three, chapter one. Um, Hermione is is writing a letter to Harry. So I was playing around with trying a different voice there, which was good fun, and the same voice is also used in chapter oosh, 9, I think it is, The Dark Mark. I don't think it's chapter 10. I think it's chapter 9 of oh sorry, of but that's book 4, of Harry Potter book 4, Goblet of Fire. You hear a French girl from Beauxbaton, and that's the same voice. That's Hermione. But every other voice, all the editing, all the production or whatever, for all the audiobooks is me. So yeah. So hello to Logan, aka One Bad Hombre. I hope you're not at work. I hope I didn't just scream that out at work and you're not supposed to be here. But that's the risk you take. If that happened, Logan, you need to write that straight in there. Don't speak to me. I'm at work. Nice to see you. Nice to see you also, Laurie. Yeah, very glad you can make it. Nice to see you. Um, who else has popped in? I saw a couple of other names. I'm just skimming through the chat here. Yeah, it probably will just be the one reading tonight. You never know with me. Sometimes it starts as one and becomes three. Sometimes I've planned three and it's only two, or on rare occasions it's one. But one is planned. It's been a little while since I've done a stream, so I really don't want to overdo it today. Um, and I don't feel like at my max today either. Like I'm just quite tired, like a few things on my mind and things like that. So I thought like I won't overcommit. I don't want to promise you too much. So we'll have the long overdue Tamara Prince chapter 9 over on Twitch, and then we'll just take it from there. So mm, 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 mm. Others popping in. Sarah, very nice to see you. Um, Sarah is, I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I've said these things before, but Sarah is the creator of the Discord emojis, the Red Fox Voice emojis over on Discord. Um, lots of you have all sorts of different talents. So if I refer to Sarah as a talented artist, not taking anything away from the rest of you, but she was kind enough to surprise me with a whole bunch of personalized emojis on my Discord channel. So that is Sarah, aka Hell Red Sky, and you can follow her as well on her various social media if you ask her nicely on Discord. She's very great. And good luck to you with things over in Chile as well. I know there's some crazy stuff happening over there at the moment, so I hope things work out as well as possible. And Aishwara said hello too, I imagine. You've retracted your message, but I see you. So I hope you're doing okay. Hello, hello. And good day to Juz, another long time follower and Fox fan. Very nice to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Sounds like things have been going good for you at the moment, so fingers crossed things continue that way, Juz. I hope you're doing good. Shannon, some of my silly special videos in the past when I was testing whether you would truly listen to anything by reading from the Oxford Dictionary and a camera manual. I should do some silly readings like that again. They're quite good fun, actually. And Miranda drops in. Can be confusing. There's a few Mirandas that follow me. But Miranda PF, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. And good job. I didn't get into trouble there, Logan, calling you out. I think I did get you into trouble, actually, a couple of streams ago. Oh, you just mentioned the music as well, Sarah. Yeah, the music I source from various copyright-free locations. I believe that I always do reference the music in the video description. So take a look, like on Lord of the Rings, it's mentioned there. And the adverts that run in Lord of the Rings, as I do mention in the video description, and down in the top comment, like the pinned comment as well. The adverts are claimed by the producers of that song, Time to Run, I believe it's called. So I don't make revenue from those adverts. There's a percentage that basically goes to the musician. So yeah, and like with Dracula again, like I referenced that in the video description. So I use copyright-free music. And I must admit, when I first used Time for The Hobbit and for the Lord of the Rings, I absolutely love that piece. I think it just suits it so well. But I didn't actually realize that the license for that was free use, but that they would claim revenue. So like whether my channel was monetized and that I could run adverts for myself, or whether it was not verified, adverts would be placed in there, and that revenue would go to them. So there's various different copyright-free licenses, and when I first used that, I didn't realize that copyright-free was copyright-free, and then realized that like the music that I use for Harry Potter and for Dracula and for The Secret Garden, there's been a couple of other instances as well, they're all completely copyright-free, so I can use them however I want, or anybody can use them how they want, basically. But the Time to Run music that I use for Lord of the Rings, that has a slightly different license, so you're free to use it, there's no problems using it, but like I said, they can kind of claim it and run adverts on your video if they want, which they do. So that is that. That's cool, Holly. So your boss actually listens along. Very cool. I'm really I really want to ask you, like, what do you work with that allows your boss to listen along? if it's too personal a question, just avoid it. But I'm really curious. That's really really cool. Yeah, sometimes the streams just go bonkers. I imagine they're going to be 2 hours and then they can be five. I think the longest was maybe even six one time last year. I had a long one earlier this year also. And no need for apologies, Sarah. I really appreciate the questions. It's really, really nice. Yeah, no, it's lovely. No need to apologize at all. Um, yeah, some of you have problems with Twitch. I mean, some people have problems with YouTube too. I think it's just one of those things. Um, and sometimes just being a little bit more familiar with one platform makes another platform seem more confusing or whatever. But I've always found Twitch really, really good, to be honest, and pretty easy to use. Um, Savita, is that the boss? Hello to you. Um, right, yeah, yeah, Kevin McLeod, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, he creates the Harry Potter music that I use, um, and tons of stuff. Um, and I think his or their, like I think there's like a company behind that. Um, they they're like always open source as well, I think. Um, so like I mean I don't even know like how they benefit from those things. I mean, they or he gets a lot of exposure. Noticed other YouTubers and such creators and such Kevin McLeod's work. So I mean, I guess there's commissions run as well. I honestly don't know how it works, but really, really good stuff for sure. Sorry, it's freezing. It might be on your end. I'm not sure. Down on my stream, it doesn't show that there's any problems. But if there are any problems, sorry about that. Oh, that's cool, Miranda. Yeah, you're the primary school teacher, but there are other primary school teachers and other teachers that follow me as well. There's a few I can think of just off the top of my head. In fact, a different Miranda is also a teacher, not of primary school, I don't believe, but I think it might be secondary school. I'm not quite sure. Is it even older than that? But yeah, it makes it ever so clearer, but maybe not as clear as you'd think. I'm sorry it's jumping and skipping. Nothing I can do about it. This isn't the best internet I've ever had. It's actually a little bit annoying because I upgraded the internet to the most expensive package that they provide, and the internet is still not so great. So why that is, I don't know, but it's pretty annoying. And I've been meaning to write a slightly annoyed, to say the very least, email to them for a while now, and I've just not got around to it. But yeah, as I've been mentioning a little bit on Discord a while ago, I am having to move house again soon. Not there's just no point going into the details now. But basically, the housing situation is very poor in Stockholm unless you actually own the apartment. So if you're renting, for most people, it's quite difficult to get long term rentals, especially at an okay price. And I thought I was going to have this place with my girlfriend for about a year, but unfortunately, we've found that we're going to have to move. So, like, the contract has been prematurely terminated, like, nothing to do with us, just to do with the people that we're renting from. So, we do have a new place sorted and we'll be moving at the start of December. So, although I do need to send an irritated email to the internet, I'm not going to be using this internet for much longer anyway. So, hopefully, the internet at the new place is super smooth. Fingers crossed. uh, Good to hear it, Laurie. Get yourself signed up. Logan's going to help you with some inspiration. Um, so, okay. I'm going to jump over to Twitch now. I've said hello to everybody that's popped in, I believe. And thanks so much of you for joining, everybody that's here so far. Really, really appreciate it. So, look, go follow me on Twitch. The link is there. Excuse me, the link is there again. And I will sign off of YouTube and boot that up. It shouldn't take very long at all. Shouldn't. You should get a notification when it goes live. The notification normally goes live after about 1 minute once the stream has started. So I normally just sit here like twiddling my fingers and talking to myself until the notification goes out and a few of you jump in. Thanks to Logan, by the way. Yeah, do thumb up this stream as well. I know it's just been a little hello, chat, bit of news, get yourself over to Twitch kind of live stream. But those little thumbs up, they can help a little bit in terms of exposure and maybe like persuading some other Fox fans to check these videos out and get themselves over to Twitch and all the rest of it. So, and I just appreciate it, to be honest. It's just nice. It's just nice. So yeah, I will log off here, log myself into Twitch. Hopefully it'll just take me maybe like 2 minutes to switch the stream key, and that'll be about it. I'm not gonna take a break or anything. There's no point. I'm just chilling here. So should be up in max 5 minutes. For those of you following on Discord, you always get the news first. So I do recommend follow me on Discord as well. I always send out notifications when I'm and where and all the rest of it, and lots of other things. And if you don't have the link for Discord, it's in all of my video descriptions and in many places also. So follow over on Discord too. All right. So I'll log out and see you very soon. I would absolutely love it if all of you that are watching now are there as well. That would be fantastic. And we'll have some Tamaria Prince, chapter 9. We'll just take it from there. If I'm feeling good and there's a bunch of you enjoying things, we might have one other reading as well. Who knows what that will be. So I hope to see you soon, okay? And read to you soon. Nice to be online again with you guys. You know, I've been producing a lot of videos. You know, I've been smashing out the Dracula chapters. I really hope you've been enjoying those. We've had a bunch more Narnia chapters. There's only one part of Narnia to go, just 4 more chapters, one final part of Narnia, and then I'll be getting stuck back into the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so I mean, I've been pretty active, but obviously I've not been streaming for a couple of months, so it's really nice to be back streaming actually, and very nice to see the friendly faces in the chat. Really cool. Okay, Prince time. See you in 5, Fox fans. Okay. Read to you soon.